Hey guys, welcome back to Transworld Snowboarding. One more video. This is a bonus video showing some of the kind of weird shit you can find outside the levels.
And how easy it is to get outside the levels.
I'm not saying you'll find cool Easter eggs or whatever, I'm just saying that
You'll find weird shit.
Weird geometry.
I'm pumped. I've honestly been wanting to see this weird shit you guys have been talking about for a long time.
Yeah, like...
You're not ready.
Like, you know, there's the levels with kind of like, you know, their walls, and then what's outside the level extends on for quite a ways sometimes.
Yeah. I feel like you should probably mention the guy who made that guide.
Oh, yeah. And, this was kind of inspired because there's one GameFAQs guide for Transworld Snowboarding, and it's basically like a out-of-the-levels secrets stuff. Once I kind of, you know, get into the video and you guys start seeing this, I'll go look up that guide and this info, because I don't remember it right now.
Okay.
But, like, so here we are on that very first level of the game, just kind of...
Wow, you just kind of you can just go.
Just go left,
do that.
Yeah.
They just let you.
It
just
really
let you
isn't
out.
like... It literally isn't like avoiding the invisible wall scene. There's just no invisible wall.
Yeah.
If you've got the
really
momentum
weird.
for it, you can just go for it.
That's really weird to think about.
And
look
like,
at this. Like,
so they've
all
got
of
all
this
these like
stuff
dips and heights and ranges and such when they could have just made it a flat plane.
You could have put just an invisible wall. But look at this. Like, they've... Beyond this hill, they've got rocks and, you know, obviously snow. But
Yeah. If you, I mean, obviously, if you ride to the very edge, you'll get teleported back in. You know, you can't fall out into into a void or whatever.
But it's clear that they built all this stuff, but they didn't put any, like, effort into making it look nice or anything. So these buildings just float off here.
And,
here's the highway.
here's
Wow,
the highway.
you can just get right on the highway.
Yeah, and the
I was
cars
expecting you to
do
just go
strange
through that.
shit.
Yeah, so when you get close to the cars, they slow down, and as they get to the middle of the highway, they slow down.
Yeah.
But on the edges of the highway, they go really fast, like really.
Yeah, and they all start clipping into each other.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm just surprised they even like made the highway a tangible thing. Like you could even.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Wow.
Oh man.
So, do you think that, you know, these part of the levels were stuff that maybe they intended to be part of the main level and just decided not to use?
Some of it is part of the main level. I mean, like this highway actually continues to the point where you're like.
Yeah, you ride under it.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you know,
It's
way
just-
out of bounds. Do you think that they like ever?
It just
intended-
happens. The highway happens to extend from the main part of the level that you're supposed to go to all the way out to here.
Hey, do you think that maybe they built the geometry and terrain first, and then later decided like what parts they were actually going to populate?
I don't know, because there's obviously like a big dip for the level. You know, I I escaped early on when the walls weren't that big yet.
Right, when it was less of a valley.
Yeah. If I tried to, and some levels.
I mean, it's possible what they did was they built they had a randomly generated kind of mountain, and then they worked with it, and they said, okay, well, this general area is where we're gonna do our main level stuff. So what we do is we just you know, carve this out a little bit more, do a little fine tuning here and there to make it more and more interesting, and flesh out that middle area, and then just left the pre-generated stuff on the other side.
I mean, some levels there's nothing really. You know, like the cliffs, the edges are too big to get over.
Right.
And there's nothing really out there. Like some levels, they actually did their job. I'm really focusing on the levels where they didn't.
I mean,
It's also possible.
interesting.
It's also possible that they intentionally didn't put any.
Yeah, I mean, this whole game feels like they just kind of made it and released it.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant like maybe they intentionally didn't put invisible walls because they didn't want you to feel like there's this artificial barrier there.
Maybe. But before we get any further, the guide on GameFAQs is by Phoenix Down.
Yeah.
Secrets FAQ. And if you click on it, it's really just the most kind of coolest things outside the levels. These people, yeah.
These people.
Ever felt like you're just like walking around and you feel like the only real person?
Oh wow, that's incredible.
Everyone else is just a 2D fake.
That's incredible.
I mean, Matt, here's some credence to your theory. So we get past one rock range, and now here's another whole kind of
Yeah, this,
place. And
this
now
could have been a level.
And we have to jump over another rock range to get to the outside.
Like I said, I feel like they just built this huge terrain, and then they later you know. Maybe,
Oh, this happens.
Yeah.
Like they decided what part you should actually be able to actually use for the level, and they just kind of left the rest there. Yeah. Which
did you just leave the
could
cars
still
there?
fall into Bob's theory of, you know, they decided to carve out a general area, but I mean, like, they could still have built the entire terrain and then later been like, you know, we'll just use this part of it.
Yeah, because up to our right here is a giant area that they apparently carved out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they carve straight down.
Yeah.
And it's kind of horrifying.
Yeah.
You feel like you're looking into the face of... You... I mean, look at
that
this.
Is,
it's the,
that is weird.
It's a valley of darkness.
Yeah.
And it, like, right. It's not even like a,
Valley of darkness.
It's not even like a, like, teleports you out of bounds. Like, no, they just built the ground down here.
Now, if you go forward enough, I think it does teleport you.
Yeah. Like,
but you can go right up to that wall.
Yeah.
That's weird.
You just can't go left, like down that way.
Actually, if you go all the way up to the wall, it teleports you back in.
Oh, does it?
If you go left, you continue further in the level, so it lets you.
That's
really
weird.
But yeah, I'm speeding up some bits where I'm just kind of, you know, go through more out of the level stuff, and obviously I'm picking and choosing.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of stuff, and he had to pick between which levels to show
like,
off.
There's a couple levels, especially the half pipe and the big jump levels, where, you know, usually you jump up the half pipe and you finish the level, and you could just jump out of bounds at the end.
Yep.
Like,
wow.
boom.
Out of bounds.
Yep.
There's some bushes. There's some facade people.
Yeah.
And now he's on the other side, and just kind of...
The finish line is actually so, like...
Such a small area.
The zone is so small, it doesn't extend out.
Weird.
So, you know.
And we can just go... And, like, beyond the hill, I mean, a lot of games that I've seen, they'll have, like, a big hill around in the distance, you know, a mountain or whatever, and on the other side, it'll just be nothing.
I've seen a lot of them where the hill is just fake, you know, there is no big hill.
Right.
Like, it's just a texture, but no, this one, like...
They actually rendered a bunch of that stuff out, and it's actually out there. Now that mountain is obviously fake.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Was that a plane?
But as we,
Whoa!
Oh my!
Yeah, there's a plane model that flies, and they just have it come out of the ground way out here.
I never knew that's how planes were born.
But I mean, let's see. I'm gonna hit the very edge of the level here, and it's gonna teleport me back in bounds.
Wow, I love the way it teleports you. It, like, doesn't even, like, have a you bailed, and then it teleports you.
No,
you just...
it, like, literally just picks you up and moves you. Keeps your momentum and stuff.
So this was Tokyo Indoor, one of the half pipes, and I'm including this for just how blatant it is that how you get out of bounds.
Boom.
Wow.
Not
They
even
didn't
that.
even try.
Oh, whoa.
No, not even that. This is kind of dark, but here's this ramp. Nope. Here's this wall. Nope.
Oh, you just go right through it.
I just go right through the wall.
Didn't even try, man. Didn't
and
even
it doesn't
try.
reset me.
Didn't even try.
These buildings.
Like,
Let's see how the scale is on these buildings as you get close.
Like I get
Because those
fucked.
buildings get the people, the facade people are way too big. But like, oh,
These buildings
man.
are way too small.
But oh, they don't even have bottoms. I'm in the buildings.
Yeah.
Honestly, the night levels.
Is this what
kinda just
Tokyo's like?
Yeah. But here, the finish line extends out far enough.
Weird.
Are you spinning while?
Yeah.
Why?
If you hold down jump and you hold like to the left or right as the level ends, you can spin after it.
So you like shadow boxing in circles?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's
got to
amazing.
fight off all those invisible ninjas, man.
This is Alps Road, another race level
Wow.
with some pretty weird shit outside it.
I think I saw this one.
Yeah, you saw a bunch of these.
Yeah.
Also, it's important to get boost for this, because as you saw, you know, there are kind of steep slopes, both on your way down and,
This is
you know,
so
well,
weird looking.
as you try to continue. So you need boost to get over quite a few of them. But look, like, this thing's kind of invisible. You can sort of see what's below it.
Yeah.
It's like an ice thingy.
Whoa.
It looks like a giant ice ramp.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then here's another thing where they just carved this section out completely.
Whoa. It just goes like straight down.
That's actually
would
really
be-
scary.
It's kind of trippy.
And I swear, like, I've landed down here before, like, not insta-bailed, but I wasn't gonna bother trying to
Do it
do
again
it
and
until
again.
I could ride around down there, you know?
Yeah. But you have been able to ride around that one before. Huh.
Yeah. So, with the race levels, like the actual race levels, it's actually tougher. Well, I mean, like, they're so long and they carve around enough that you are actually probably going to ride back inbounds.
You're right.
This is out of bounds?
Easier.
Like, you really have to stay to the side to stay out of bounds in these levels. Like, I'm about to fall back in, you know?
Yeah.
Because Transworld Snow, the levels were actually pretty long and intricate.
Yeah, these levels, those racing levels remind me a lot of that biking game, Mountain
Bike Adrenaline?
No, not the other mountain bike.
Or
Downhill Domination.
Downhill Domination, yeah.
I was gonna say, oh wow, that's a really cool tunnel. That was in the main level. Though.
This is the main route.
See, this reminds me a lot of Downhill Domination.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, if there were more people and there was like combat, that would basically be Downhill Domination on.
And you were murdering people.
Yeah.
Right.
Instead of just murdering animals.
And yeah. Well, I guess you do murder animals in this one.
That's what I meant. If you were murdering people, yeah.
But so at the end of this level, it's just this section with all of these little lights in it. You know, this feels like some weird kind of landscape. The truth is out there. Yeah. Daniel Frank's gonna find the truth.
Yeah.
Even if it kills him.
This Daniel is Frank teaming up with Rick McCrank and Johnny Mosley. They're all together now.
Daniel Frank went out to investigate the lights, and that's when he got captured.
Oh my god.
And then it was up to Johnny Mosley and Rick McCrank.
And then Johnny Mosley got captured.
Johnny Mosley never made it there!
Rick McCrank busted Daniel Frank out.
How'd Johnny Mosley end up on the UFO?
No. Johnny Mosley ended up on the UFO because the UFO picked him up.
Oh,
yeah.
But it felt bad for
him. They never really got anything out of him, so they just let him go.
Kind of the big grand finale, and if you read Phoenix Down's thing, he puts a lot of emphasis on this. Is in the level Lost Resort, which right at the start you jump out of the level, but it's got two absolutely insane things on it.
I thought you were going to show more of the... in the other levels, there was, like, cars that, like, flew in the sky.
Whoa, what?
Whoa.
But, yeah.
How much speed do you get here?
How fast does it say, oh my god, you're going...
What?
Whoa. And,
so they just carved a giant hole, and the game doesn't even know what's
like a giant.
It's like a singularity. It's like Daniel Frank is getting compressed further and further and more, until eventually all of his matter is going to take up it's infinitely small space
and literally cause another big bang.
This is what happens when you fall into a black hole.
Right.
You know?
This is like so weird.
I think I'm seeing the beginning of the universe.
I really want to look up like the development behind this game.
In the beginning, there was Daniel Frank, and he rode out of bounds. Yeah.
Oh, what a great sound.
Yeah. But that was only one of the things.
Oh, God. I'm excited for the other one.
Yeah. I've shown you the other one, but it's been a while.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see the
I mean, yeah, there was stuff in the other levels, but it was either more just kind of... I mean, if you could, more out-of-bounds stuff, you know? And,
So just like the rest of this game, more of the same.
More of the same. I kind of touched on the things that interested me the most.
Honestly, I feel like Transworld Snow was... Like, when we first started LPing it, I felt like it was just kind of a boring...
Whoa, what?
Whoa.
What is this?
That's pretty baller.
It's like the ultimate generic game, you know?
Well, that's just it. I think it's a little bit better than we give it credit for. Because it's pretty generic, but it's so functional. It works. It's not ultra broken.
Whoa! It actually ends?
This is...
yeah, after you fall like a mile.
See, this right here must have been where they started the actual level.
Dude, you were going 147 kilometers per hour.
It was destiny. Everything was building up to this moment.
Wow.
See, I feel like that right there probably, that bottom base, you know, hit the bottom was probably what the world originally looked like before they, you know, built mountains, you know?
Yeah.
As Daniel Frank fell out of the level, he soon discovered that the world was actually the top of a turtle standing on an elephant.
No, it's elephant standing on a turtle standing on another turtle.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's turtles all the way down.
Turtles all the way down, yeah.
I still feel like I hold to my theory that they just crafted and they just crafted the level and they just left all the other stuff there.
Yeah, I mean, to be serious, maybe that bottom thing I landed on was like the lowest elevation in the whole level that you reach at the bottom.
Yeah.
And they carved kind of everything up to go to where you start at the top.
Yeah.
Like maybe you ride 1,000.
I think they probably started at a flat plane and auto-generated just had it inflate a bunch of elevation.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And then just went, good. Okay,
Good
this
enough.
is where we're gonna carve a big pit out this way, and then.
I mean, yeah, like to kind of explain what you mean, Transworld Snow. Yeah, it's a functional game aside from the scoring system, but like they were pretty loose while making it. Like they didn't have super strict rules about like what you could do. So like you could land on your fucking face, you'd get a lousy landing. So I tried not to do that, but you could land on your face and keep rolling.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, did you have fun playing it? That's the end of the day. Because it seemed like a game that could be kind of fun.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get the attention it, I think, deserves.
So they just kind of programmed enough of what they needed to and called it a day,
Yeah.
I don't know. It definitely, to be honest, it looked a bit more fun to play than Sean Palmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean Palmer was really frustrating to play. This didn't look nearly as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's...
it was Transworld Snowboarding.
Yeah.
Not
See you guys.
Yeah, see you guys next
time. Whatever we do next.
Yeah.
Yeah.